sense of excitement when a world tournament approaches, and especially if an India-Pakistan encounter is coming. Because for us, we Indians, we look at a world tournament in two ways. The first thing that we look at is, when are we going to play Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, England? Despite them being so important, we say, when are we going to play them? It's fine. What are the conditions? Okay, we're playing in this nation. We all can club that together as one thing that Indians look at. The second thing Indians look at, when are we going to play Pakistan? Where are we going to play Pakistan? How is the Pakistan team? Are they strong? What's been their recent history? Are they winning tournaments? What are they doing? Because we need to beat Pakistan at any cost. We have a 7-0 record against them in ODI World Cups. We have a 5-0 record against them in T20 World Cups. And that's something every Indian can be proud of. But well, Pakistan don't give up. Because they have a motive in front of them. They have to defeat India. I many times feel for them, more than winning the World Cup, defeating India is something that's important. And that's why I feel every Indian should be on his guard and play the best cricket possible if they want to defeat Pakistan yet again in a world tournament. However, let's look at both these sides. The Indian team first. When you look at the Indian team, first thing you feel is they will be disappointed that the tournament has been shifted to Dubai because they would have rather preferred their Indian condition. But in many ways, they are one of the favourites here as well, because the conditions are not that different to what they would have got in India. A little bit of turning tracks, not the ball not coming onto the bat that easily. It's going to be tough, but these Asian teams find a way in these conditions. And that's why India will not be that happy, but won't be upset at the same time. What about the team structure? You look at India and you feel, what a wonderful batting lineup. You have Rohit Sharma, KL Rahul, Virat Kohli, by far the best top three in any side in this entire tournament, all scoring more than 1,500 runs in the last 5 years in T20 cricket, and you feel, wow, this is something that every team needs to look to go through. Can they go through? Because suppose you go through these three, you have Surya Kumar Yadav, who is emerged as an exceptional India batsman in the few games we saw him in Indian colours. Then Rishabh Pant, who has started hitting these massive sixes in the last 12 months and has been such an integral part of the Indian cricket setup. Hardik Pandya, with the bat we know how destructive Hardik Pandya can be. Then you have Ravindra Jadeja, you have Shardul Thakur. If Bhuvneshwar Kumar plays, you have Bhuvneshwar Kumar. You have so many batting options, and especially when you have so many batting options, the top three can play with so much more freedom. That makes this Indian side so dangerous when it comes to batting. But what about the bowling? There is a little bit of concern when it comes to the bowling. The combinations that India can go with is 3 fast bowlers, 2 spinners, or 2 fast bowlers and 3 spinners, and they'll be very well equipped. But what if one of the players is having a bad day? Who is going to be your 6th bowler? Hardik Pandya is not bowling, and if you are planning to play Hardik Pandya in the first 11, Virat Kohli becomes your 6th bowler. And you don't want to give the ball to Virat Kohli, because suppose you have to give the ball to Virat Kohli, you are trying to escape from a situation to fall into a worse situation. So if you don't want Virat Kohli to bowl, you may not have to play Hardik Pandya, and that's a big risk, because then whom do you play at that number 6 position, which is so crucial? Anyways, that's something that the Indian team has to figure out. But if that batting lineup clicks, I don't think they need so many bowlers, because this team is going to score 200 regularly, and well, they have the arsenal to defend 200. What about the Pakistan side? It's Babar Azam, it's Mohammad Rizwan. But what's after them? You have a little bit of Fakhar Zaman that's redeveloping. You have Mohammad Hafiz, an old Hafiz. Can he be the same Hafiz he was in his youth? Shoaib Malik, not even considered in the first Pakistani squad, and you feel, can he be the same Shoaib Malik he was a few years ago? So it's almost about that top heavy of Babar Azam and Mohammad Rizwan, carrying Pakistan through this tournament, and that's what I see. The bowling is where Pakistan will be very confident. They have so many all-round options. You have Mohammad Hafiz who can roll his arm. You have Shoaib Malik who can roll his arm. You have Imad Wasim. You have Shadab Khan. So many spin options here and there. You have Shaheen Shah Afridi who was re-emerged as such a quality bowler. He's a tall left-arm fast bowler, and you feel he can trouble batsmen. You have Haris Rauf. He can bowl at literally any time in the entire match, and you have so many options when it comes to the bowling side of Pakistani cricket. But when it comes to the batting side, I fear. The same way I fear for India's bowling, I fear for Pakistan's batting. So it's going to be an excellent competition between bat and ball when it comes to India and Pakistan. How important are the conditions when it comes to analysing the Pakistani side? This team has not lost a series. The last 4 or 5 series that they've played in UAE, they haven't lost. In fact, they have whitewashed their opponent on each occasion. May it be New Zealand, Australia, West Indies, Sri Lanka. These are the 4 opponents they have whitewashed in their last 4 series. That means they are really comfortable with these. In many ways, I feel India and Pakistan are the favourites to win this T20 World Cup. You would say, why not England? What a wonderful batting lineup do they have? But What if the pitches are really slow and turning? That England batting lineup won't be comfortable. Same as with Australia, same as with New Zealand, South Africa, these big teams, West Indies, they like the ball to come onto the bat. They are not very comfortable with these turning and slow tracks which the Asian teams love to play on, because that's what they've been playing on for so many years. Both India and Pakistan will feel so confident that they're going to play on these tracks that they're so used to. And that's why I feel this match is so important, this India-Pakistan group stage encounter, because in many ways this can be the final of this World T20 as well. As I'm approaching the end of this video, there is a question for all of you. If India managed to win this World Tournament, this World T20, is this going to be considered as MS Dhoni's team, or is it going to be considered as Virat Kohli's team? Because MS Dhoni is the mentor, and so many crazy MS Dhoni fans, I don't blame any one of them, because MS Dhoni by far is a legend when it comes to mentoring a side or captaining a side. He is unbelievable, and that's why is it going to be considered as MS Dhoni's side? Or are we going to pay good enough respect to Virat Kohli, saying that this is the last time you're captaining India in a T20 game, in a T20 format in many ways? Is this going to be your team that's going to win this tournament? And what if India lose? Is it going to be MS Dhoni's team that's going to be criticized, or is it going to be Virat Kohli's team that's going to be criticized? It's a question to ponder upon. How fair are we Indians going to be on both our captain and our mentor is something we need to decide. But that's a question that's going to be answered later. For this cricketing fun, do like, share and comment. And do subscribe the channel and press the notification bell for my further videos.